This is the Kenny Taylor Memorial Dedication. This is the Kenny Taylor Track Dedication Ceremony here at Norton High School for this June 12th, 2023 on a Monday. Peter Wiggins, and this is Kent Taylor, the track coach and English teacher.
Good evening, and welcome to the Kent A. Taylor Track Dedication Ceremony. My name is Jake Antosca, former student, athlete, and recent graduate of Norton High School.
Lily.
For the evening, I, alongside my good friend, Tyler Bruno, another former student, athlete, and recent graduate of Norton High School, will bring a master's ceremony. I would also like to extend a welcome to our guest of honor, Mr. Kent Taylor, and all of his family.
Yeah!
I would also like to recognize his mother, Mrs. Taylor, Mrs. Kayleen Taylor, his wife, and his daughter, Vera Taylor.
And they're going to bring in flowers to Kent and Kayleen Taylor. Yep.
Jay Wiggins.
Good afternoon. Doing good.
Tonight we celebrate the vast accomplishments and exemplary character of a man near and dear to the high school. Enough cannot be said about this beautiful night, but tonight is a testament to the kindness of this community in particular. I sincerely thank you all for attending tonight. I would like now to pass it over to Tyler.
Good evening, friends, family, and supporters. Tonight is something special for all of us. We get to see the culmination of an illustrious career thus far, but more importantly, a recognition of an individual's profound impact on all of our lives. Tonight's support for Coach Taylor has proven that his impact is not superficial, but rather life-changing and deeply influential. We all have anticipated this special acknowledgement as the efforts and hard work of Mr. Kent Taylor are finally put on display. Again, I thank you all for coming tonight. Now please welcome Norton Public Schools Committee Chairperson, Mrs. Sherry Cohen.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the school committee, it was our distinct honor to vote to name our new Norton High School track the Kent A. Taylor track.
Come on.
I will not cry. Kent, your love and support and dedication to not only our athletes, but to our entire student body has made this dedication a very easy and a unanimous decision. We are proud to have you as an educator and coach for the Norton Public Schools and could not think of a more fitting tribute. We also want to take this opportunity to thank Jake Antosca and all of the other student athletes who proposed naming this track in your honor. This certainly demonstrates how impactful you have been in so many of their lives. Thank you so much for always going above and beyond for our students. You are very loved.
We love you, Kent!
I would like to now introduce parent in Norton High School track and cross country booster, Mrs. Michelle Sparks.
On behalf of parents and
boosters, past and present, we say thank you. Thank you for all your time and patience, the unwavering support and encouragement for our children as they pursue their goals. On your team, everyone is given a chance. Whether you're a natural athlete who places top 7 or the one who comes in behind everyone else, everyone receives encouragement, cheers, and acknowledgments for their PRs. These kids are so fortunate to have you as their cheerleader. And as a parent, it makes me so proud to see it was your athletes who made this night possible. Thank you for supporting our kids and allowing us to be part of a special family. We will always have your back with water and lunch, and you're stuck with me for another 2 years. Carpe diem.
Please welcome NHS colleague and former track and field coach, Mrs. Lindsay Costa.
Yeah, Lindsay!
Okay, we're gonna pause on the crying for a minute. Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lindsay Costa, and I have known Mr. Coach Kenty Taylor since I started teaching at Norton High School in 2005. I will try to make this brief, but with nearly 20 years worth of stories, it might be hard. It was actually very hard to write this speech and decide who to read it aloud to. I've spent 11 years writing banquet speeches and reading them with Coach Taylor as we helped each other tweak them. I very much missed my speech writing partner with this assignment. Mr. Taylor, who I first met when I arrived at Norton High. He was the cool, young, energetic teacher all the kids wanted to have. He quickly turned into Coach Taylor when he asked me to coach track alongside him. In 2009, I signed on to coach indoor track when I knew absolutely nothing about the sport. Coach Taylor convinced me that being a coach of other sports and being a teacher would help, and that he promised he would teach me everything he knows. He knows a lot, so that made me nervous but excited. After I walked through a shot put circle during one of our first meets and almost got hit, he realized he really did have to teach me everything. A few indoor and spring seasons later, and after a few state championships together, I think I have it mostly down. Although I will never know as much as Mr. Coach Taylor. Through our coaching and teaching together, we became good friends. And when those around him started calling him Kenty, it just made sense to follow along. His close friends, who are now some of my good friends as well, have a few other nicknames for him, but we'll keep it to Mr. or Coach or Kenty for today. We have traveled together, laughed together, cried together, been to each other's weddings, and seen the birth of each other's children, almost literally. He visited me in the hospital when my daughter was born with his suitcase on his way to his bachelor party. A lot of which can be told through the eyes of blueberries. Mr. Taylor drove what I referred to as the banana when I first started working here. It was a bright yellow Nissan Xterra. He soon switched to a bright blue Nissan Rogue. It was much more fitting for him to be driving a blueberry. In case you are unaware, this man loves everything blueberries. On our many trips to nationals in New York City, we would visit my family and have to make a stop at Martha's Bakery in Wiggins. The first time we went there, it also happened to be Coach Taylor's birthday. Instead of letting us buy him a cupcake or a special treat, in true Kent fashion, he said, "I'm treated," and wouldn't let anyone say otherwise. What we didn't realize was that he got one of the workers to take every blueberry treat that they had and box it up for him. and us, I think. He came out with giant bags and boxes filled with blueberry scones, blueberry pies, blueberry cupcakes, and breads. He spent $100 that night for a blueberry birthday celebration. Anytime I'm going to his house and need to bring a treat, I get something blueberry. He has a blueberry donut, and what I can only imagine is a blueberry flavored coffee in my office every morning. Okay, the coffee might be raspberry. He likes raspberry too. He reminds me that he stops every day at Dunkin', so if I ever forget to stop for myself, I just call him. I always decline. I know he really just wants to bring me a blueberry donut or muffin. Please don't tell him. I don't have the heart to break it to him. I don't like blueberries. Okay, enough about blueberries. I could stand up here for hours telling fun, sad, serious, and happy stories about Mr. Coach Kenty Taylor. I really just want to say that I'm honored to stand up here and give you a little fun insight into the wonderful man who many of you just know as Coach Taylor. My friend Kent is a very special person with a heart of gold and a stomach full of blueberries. Thank you.
Now I am pleased to invite Miss Kimberly Paquette, Norton High School English teacher and good friend to the podium.
Good afternoon. My name is Kim Burkett, and I graduated from Norton High School in 2010, and I've been an English teacher and cheerleading coach here for the past 8 years. I'm honored to be here this afternoon for the dedication of the Kent A. Taylor track and to give a few glimpses into why Kent is so deserving of this athletic honor, even though anyone who knows him knows there's no justification needed. If you know me and Kent, you know that we are some of the quietest and calmest teachers here at Norton High School. Over the past 8 years we've worked together, we have really bonded over our lack of school spirit, hatred of extracurricular activities, and philosophical belief that the only purpose of teaching is for the money. For example, you may see us blasting music and dancing in the hallways on what the school now knows as Fun Fridays, staring at the collage we made of each other in each of our classrooms on our conjoining door, teaching in matching comfies when our classrooms are freezing, dressing up as Bob Ross or the great duo of an Oompa Loompa, or winning the teacher's superlative of attached at the hip 2 years in a row. Kent and I have been there for each other through some very significant times over the past 15 years. When I was his student, I was one of the first people he told that he was leaving Norton High School and moving to North Dakota, which never ended up happening. Thank God, because North Dakota probably wouldn't have named a track after you. He was the first person I told when I switched my major to secondary education in my sophomore year of college. I was one of the first people he called after his craniotomy, even though it was super late at night and he was on a lot of drugs. He was one of the first people I reached out to after my mother passed away 2 years ago. We've also been there for each other during some pretty amazing times too. Birthdays, weddings, pets, births, graduations, Wendell's trips, teaching and coaching milestones, and much more. I see every single day what an amazing son, brother, husband, and father Kent is. Kent plays many roles in my life as well. He is not only my teaching colleague, but also my coaching colleague, my former English teacher, and my former speech coach, because I was a nerd and did speech competitions, and Kent's a nerd and was the speech coach. He also boss, therapist, confident, custom playmate, sounding board, inspiration, biggest cheerleader, and best friend. He was even my patient for a hot second when I was hired and then immediately fired as his nurse after I gave him his Lovenox shot in his stomach too slowly. And then Kayleen took the job. Hence, I hate running, so I can honestly say I hope to never use this track ever. But I promise I will enjoy looking at it, knowing how important this track has been in your life. And I know that there is no one else more deserving. Carpe diem.
Yeah, Ken!
I'm privileged to now invite Jake Tosca to give his remarks.
Before I begin, I want to thank all the people who have helped partake in this project. Without any of your help, this truly could not have been accomplished. Specifically, I'd like to thank Dr. Baeta and his office for help arranging and putting on the ceremony. Secondly, I'd like to thank Norton Public Schools Committee for helping a dream come true. To the Event Coordination Committee, I would also like to thank you for your efforts hosting tonight. All of the staff here at NHS for all the endless support and helping keep this a surprise. To all my friends and family for encouraging me to keep pushing for creating a project bigger than myself. Lastly, I would like to thank Coach Taylor for changing my life. If Coach Taylor had not been the most kind, loving, selfless person he is, then none of this would even happen. This group of people was incredible in making a dream come true, and I cannot thank them enough for this. That puts us here today, at this beautiful celebration. The idea sparked on a post-meet bus ride home, and it didn't stop there. I began this process in June of my senior year. Now, nearly a year later, I can say I have zero regrets. Although the work of this endeavor may have seemed laborious at times, it was the best experience of my life. I must confess, writing this was harder than any assignment or workout coach has ever given me. And not because I didn't read the assigned chapters last night, or my body wasn't up for the challenge. Ironically, I unearthed that the English language lacks words sufficient enough to describe your impeccable character, personality, and dedication. I was never deficient in what to say. More realistically, piecing the most appropriate words together to encapsulate the greatest coach anyone could ask for remained my greatest strife. Believe it or not, I was scared of Coach Taylor. For nearly 2 years on the track team, I was intimidated by him. I don't know if it was the heinous hiss of his whistle or the rumors of grueling workouts. I was fearless. Your impressive reputation might have been the daunting reason, but I still don't know why. Despite this, my feelings finally changed at the end of my sophomore year. Coach Taylor took a chance on me. At the time, I, an unexperienced, mediocre sprinter, was selected as team captain ahead of other peers that were well fit for the job. As a result of that night, I befriended a man I once feared. Now I question how could I ever fear a man like him. From that moment, our friendship flourished in what it is today. Never had I met a man like Coach Taylor. I would say our bond is as strong as ever. No matter the occasion, he'll be there to support me, and I'll be there to support him. For instance, I broke my collarbone in March. Soon after exiting the operating room, I got a picture from one of my classmates. It's a photo of a homemade Getaway Soon card. A card from all the kids enrolled in AP Lit and Coach Taylor. Our friendship is one I sincerely cherish for the rest of my life. Many of us will never have to hear the words, "You have cancer." Thus, many of us will never experience cancer. But unfortunately, the majority of us will have to witness cancer. In this instance, we saw Coach Taylor's life start to slip through the hands of time, and all we could do was watch. Our hands were tied behind our backs while Coach prepared the greatest race of all. In a period of chaos, never once did we see Coach Taylor hesitate or surrender to the challenge at hand. Rather, we saw him valiantly win his battle with cancer, spoiling the plans of any odds against him. Only one word can describe him: hero. Not the one with the ability to fly or use laser vision, many of us will not dare to cross, but he has come out unscathed. Those who are great simply are not great for what they do for themselves, but rather what they do for others. Coach, what you have done for not only myself, but all the students, athletes, and colleagues of Norton High School reveals your kind, selfless, and incomparable character. Your exuberant personality has become infectious, both inside and outside of school. Whomever it be, you cheer them up, help them out, teach them, coach them, or love and care about them. Every single current and past athlete across Massachusetts cross country and state, the track and field, has felt and appreciated your empathy, unconditional support, and generosity. Regardless of the athlete or event, you've been there for each and every athlete. As a result, you've become the most incredible coach, and may I say, the greatest coach of all time in Norton track and field and cross country history. Throughout the school, you've always had a smile on your face, willing to assist anyone in need. Undoubtedly, you're a beacon of positivity. Never had I seen someone dance in the hallways with a bunch of teenagers on a Friday morning, but we must live in the moment. You have been the most genuine and down-to-earth teacher, coach, mentor, and friend to everyone who's had the pleasure to meet you. So let this culmination of an outpouring of love and appreciation serve as a massive thank you letter from everyone you have positively impacted here at the high school and throughout Massachusetts cross country, track and field. To speak on behalf of a whole team, let alone a whole sport, would be difficult if this was about anybody else. Coach Taylor has been one of your greatest enemies. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for the high school and the cross country and track and field programs. All of your hard work is appreciated more than you will ever believe. We love you for everything you've done here. I know you might not believe it, but everyone here has you to credit for an important lesson, story, class, meet, or practice. I unequivocally believe all of us current and past athletes and students, colleagues, friends, and family alike can unanimously agree the words thank you simply aren't enough. What you have done and what you will continue to do must forever etch and will serve as a standard for Norton High School. You have seized many days, and I know you will seize more as a loving husband, incredible father, and amazing brother and son. Coach, I will forever be by your side, no matter what life throws at you and your family. Look best by your greatest musician, Dave Matthews. I'll lean on you, and you'll lean on me, and we'll be okay. Thank you, Coach. It's my honor to congratulate and welcome you home.
We love you, Ken.
I'd first like to begin by commemorating Jake's outstanding effort and passion that he's put into making this project a reality. Nobody will truly understand the amount of time, energy, and thought that he put into making this beautiful celebration happen. I'd also like to thank Coach Taylor for putting his complete trust in me this last year to be his sidekick as his captain and intern. I wouldn't have the privilege of standing before you all without. There's nothing else I would have rather done early in the morning, late at night, or during school than be by your side. It was truly an honor, and no academic or athletic accomplishment will triumph over the feeling of changing someone's life who changed mine. So thank you. Kent Taylor, a name that symbolizes so much that it made this speech the hardest thing I've ever written. I spent hours staring blankly at my screen, simply trying to find the words to properly express what this individual means to everybody here today. It felt like a near impossible task. I can only hope to do it even slightly justice. A legendary coach and educator, an extraordinary mentor, a hero, a warrior, an inspiration. Frankly, he's one of the most exceptional human beings that all of us have gotten the gift of getting to celebrate today. Coach Taylor is far more than a legend in the Massachusetts cross-country and track and field coaching world. He's more than a state championships, Tri-Valley League titles, and the phenomenal athletes he's coached. We are here because of everything else he embodies and represents. My father has always said to me, it's someone's character that matters most. And that's what makes him so special. An all-time great NCAA basketball coach, John Wooden, says it best. A good coach can change a game. A great coach can change a life. That's why we are here today, because Coach Taylor changes lives. As you're part of his teams, you realize he's infatuated with winning, but vigorously champions his mission of making every one of his athletes better people by instilling life lessons, values, and character. He's a master at pushing us to the brink that we deem possible for ourselves. Man, does he love 4 o'clock and his infamous question during hard practice, do you want to go home? Watching him laugh and smile as we're all in agony is something you don't realize is all part of the process until after the fact. He's taught us so much, to believe in ourselves and everything we do, to work really hard in pursuit of our dreams, that we aren't limited in what we can achieve, to spread kindness, to do good for those around you, and most importantly, to live in the moment, seize the day, and embrace the meaning behind Carpe Diem. He's a guardian of dreams, a nurturer of potential, and a cultivator of greatness. He's a beacon of hope, perseverance, and optimism. Despite periods of poor health, Coach Taylor never left us. He stayed. He fought his own doctors to allow him to be with us. He put us over his own physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It was an act of courage, passion, and love that still leaves me in awe to this day. Any one of us here would have called it quit. Instead, he gave us everything he had in those moments, every ounce of love, leadership, and guidance he could offer, no matter his state of angst or exhaustion. It was strength that left us athletes stronger, the team inspired, and the program unified. I'm confident that every former and current athlete here today could testify that Coach Taylor has given us the best years of our lives by the way he's developed these programs. He's cultivated a winning environment, all while making lifelong friends and memories and having the time of our lives. The journey is never smooth, and we all know there are ups and downs in the process of achieving something great. However, it becomes much easier when you know you're cared for, supported, and believed in by those around you. Coach Taylor is always that person. Before races, Coach would always give us individual game plans, and at times we didn't fully believe in ourselves to execute. He's always the first to say, I believe in you. And those words alone would carry us through the finish line. Sometimes we succeeded, and other times we failed in our game plan. It didn't matter the outcome. You could always expect Coach Taylor to pick you up if you get knocked down and be right there to give you a hug and whisper the words, I'm so proud of you. He's our biggest cheerleader in not just races, but in our lives. I've never seen somebody have so much genuine joy for those around them, but it's a lesson that we should all embrace. It's his pure, full heart that makes you want to be around him. From working with Coach Taylor for hundreds of hours, I understand his immense selflessness and what he'd like to do right now. Stand up and attribute this dedication to a bunch of different people, leaving himself with little credit. However, Coach, please embrace the following words on behalf of me, your family, your supporters, your athletes, and your students. You deserve this. You've shaped these programs. You're the single biggest inspiration for every individual you come in contact with. You've changed our lives. You're our hero. You've shaped us into better, more complete people. You're a role model of how we should live. Thank you for giving all of us your unconditional love and support. Thank you for making every individual feel a sense of belonging. Thank you for changing our perspective on the world around us and making the world a better place. You inspire us to dream bigger, believe in ourselves, and keep moving forward in periods of hardship. We love you, we support you, and we'll always be with you. Your lessons, values, and character will now be eternalized on this track. From this day forward, every athlete will be challenged to uphold the standard that you set. Every stride, every workout, every meet will be a reminder that athletes are a part of something bigger than themselves. Congratulations, Coach, on this incredible achievement. I know how much this means to you. Continue to seize the days and be you. It's the best thing that's happened to all of us. Maya Angelou says it. At the end of the day, people won't remember what you said or did. They will remember how you made them feel. You are sitting here today because of the way you've gracefully touched all of our hearts. Thank you for everything. You've single-handedly made me into the person I am today. I love you, Coach. Thank you all for your undivided attention. Carpe diem all. I would now like to call up all members of the committee to help officially unveil Norton High School's Kent A. Taylor track.
Wow, look at that! Kent A. Taylor track. Wow! Look at that name. Kent Taylor's loving it. We love you, Kent. We love you, Kent. Skippy! Skippy! Norton loves you, Kent. Norton loves you, Kent. Yes.
Now please give a warm welcome to tonight's guest of honor, Mr. Ken Taylor.
We love you, Kent.
Thank you, Peter. Try to get through this without crying.
You got this.
If you're in attendance today, you've been an important part of my journey where I am right now in my life. And for that, I want to thank you for the role you played to get me to this point. The last couple of years have been very challenging for my family and I. As you may already know, I was diagnosed with glioblastoma tumor, which is grade 4 brain cancer. And that has significantly changed the trajectory of my life and my family's lives. All things considered, my new life mantra has become Carpe Diem. And I live by this every day, and I would urge all of you to try to do the same. A couple of months ago, I was informed by our athletic director, Mr. Aaron Sumner, who is in attendance today, who said there was a student-athlete movement to have this beautiful brand new 8-lane track named after me. Initially, I was in shock and felt undeserving. However, after some time and discussion with colleagues, parents, athletes, and students, I started to realize this was actually going to happen after a petition circulated around Norton with student-athletes at the driver's seat. I have never been more humbled in my life. Not a day goes by when I think about currently what's happening right now, and I'm brought to tears, and my wife Kayleen will corroborate that. I've been crying every day for 2 weeks. On that note, I want to take the time to thank my family for being here. My incredibly understanding, supportive, indefatigable, vocab word. And loving wife Kayleen, and my beautiful daughter Vera, and my son to be on the way to on Halloween Day.
Yeah!
My mother Donna and my father Robert, who are sitting right over there. My sister Ashley and her husband Yasha and their children Dorian and Maeve, who are sitting in front of us right here. And my sister, my twin sister Brooke. We don't look anything alike, if that's your question. We're different sexes. And I have brown hair and she has blonde hair. And her child Christopher. Finally, all of my loving and supportive in-laws. Dan, Karen, Sean, Deb, Matt, and Bree, who are here, along with Nina, McKenna, Ian, and Callan, those other two cuties right there. I'd also like to recognize the work of my co-coaches over the years. They make me look good time and time again. I've been saying this for years. I'm only as good as the people I surround myself and work with. So I will take credit for surrounding myself with people that are really good people, really good coaches. They have been my friends, my colleagues, my confidants, and my therapists. Without them, there certainly is no me. Coach Lindsay Costa, Coach Christine Bradley, Coach Lars Tanglin, Coach Gretchen Stalters, Coach Alex Evans, Coach Kelly Allen, Coach Ricky Williams, Coach Mike Whiteside, Coach Mike Brito, Coach Brian Gannon, Coach Liza Grasso, and Coach Kelsey Payne. I also want to thank the alumni and boosters and parents today, as well as all the current students and athletes for your attendance. There are a lot of people here, so I'm a little nervous with this one. Thank you to all of the parents who have worked tirelessly over the years for Norton Cross Country and Track and Field. And thank you for taking the time out of your day to be here, especially on a Monday at dinner time. Rest assured, this is a memory I will take with me for the rest of my life. Please know you've all made a significant impact on myself, and I would not be standing here today were it not for all your support these last couple of years and the last decade plus. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to send a special thank you to the Norton School Committee for their unwavering support of me as a teacher and a coach, and always believing in the teacher-coach dynamic. And on that note, there are a few people that we meet in our lives who can change the trajectory of them forever. I'm speaking for myself and many others when I say this person came to Norton and he changed the game. We have come so far with him as a leader, and he will be greatly missed. Dr. Maeda will be leaving us this year to make his mark in another town, and they're lucky to have him. This new facility will be a part of your legacy here too as well, sir. Thank you for all you've done to support over the years, and everything you've done.